Hello guys, it's Uzumaki What If. And welcome back to What If Konoha Banished Naruto Part 3, so without any further ado, let's start. Year 2. In the forest. Naruto was listening for swift movements in the forest. He kept on hearing the footprints, but could not pinpoint where they were coming from. He closed his eyes and concentrated. All of a sudden the movements got louder. He quickly turned to the right to see Squall with his gun blade in his hand getting ready to cut Naruto. He quickly took out his gun blade and clashed with Squall's. Their blades lock. Naruto quickly uses a dark energy ball and hits Squall in his arm. Squall jumps away and yells. "Alright Naruto, that's it for today," Squall said as he was exhausted from training with the blonde-haired powerhouse. Naruto smiled and said, "Okay Squall sensei." Naruto yelled. Over the past year Naruto, Tenten, Kyubi, Haku, Hinata, and Taiyuya got themselves gun blades like Squall. The girls got them regular gun blades, but Naruto wanted his customized. His was bright yellow. He called it, the Golden Angel. Squall trained them to use their blades in his style. "Alright, Naruto, let's go see how the others are doing," Squall said with Naruto following behind. "Alright, Naruto, let's go see how the others are doing," Squall said with Naruto following behind. "I can't believe the council is making me do this," Shizen said as she was going to Twilight Village thinking of what the council said for her to do. Flashback. Shizen, we of the council are ordering you to go to Twilight Village and give our demands to the Twilight Kage. One of the councilmen said to her. "What? Are you crazy? If I go there I might get killed there," Shizen shouted, only getting a harsh glare from Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Kushina. "Shizen, you have no choice. Either you do this mission or I will demote you back to Chunin personally and have you imprisoned for defying our orders," Tsunade exclaims. Shizen looks at her and says, "Yes Hokage-sama." Shizen says reluctantly as she exits the door. End of flashback. As Shizen made her way to the village gates, the guards get in front of her and says, "Halt. State your name and business." The guard says as Shizen pulls out her info card before ordering a random Chunin to take to her to the Hakumai Kage. The Chunin nods his and takes Shizen to the young-dressed Kage's office. In the office, Zemnes was looking through the ranks and the training session Naruto group was getting in thought. Those kids will be the key to Twilight Village's future someday. Zemnes thought as he heard a knocking on his door. "Enter," Zemnes said as a Chunin came in the door with Shizen. "Hakumai-sama, the woman from Konoha has a message for you," the Chunin said as he exits the room. Zemnes looks at Shizen and says, "Alright, let me see it," Zemnes said, already feeling a headache coming. Shizen timidly hands the note to Zemnes, something that does not go unnoticed by him. He takes the letter and reads it. "Dear Hakumai Kage-sama, we of the Council of Konoha have come to a decision. We have decided to make arranged marriages to Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. The girls that he will be engaged to are Sakura Haruno, Hana Inazuka, Ino Yamanaka, and Kago Muzumaki, OC, just to let you know. If Naruto is not to be married to these girls, then we demand that Naruto be returned to Konoha. If none of these conditions are met, then we will go to open war with Twilight. Make your choice. Konoha Council." "Those insignificant worms," Zemnes yelled as he smashed his hand on the desk, breaking it in half. He then taped his monitor and said to his secretary, "Get me Naruto in my office." "Tell him it's an emergency," Zemnes said, still a little angry. 1 minute little Naruto appeared with the sound of a whistle in the wind out of nowhere. Zemnes looked at him and asked, "How did you do that?" Zemnes asked. "It's a wind shunshin I invented. Just add your affinity to your shunshin and you could teleport anywhere possible depending on what your affinity is." Naruto said. Well, you're going to be mad, but read this, Zemnas said as he tossed the letter to Naruto. When Naruto was done reading it, his killer's intent was near exploding. What the hell is this? Those bastards expect me to just go back to that shithole just because they think he'll go through with these marriages. Naruto yelled, looking at Shizune, but was surprised when he saw tears in her eyes. Naruto, please don't send me back there. I don't want to go back there. Please, I have already put my resignation paper on Tsunade's desk. Please don't let me go back there. Please. Shizune pleaded. Naruto looked at her for a minute. Not sensing any evil contempt or any lie in her words, looked at Zemnas and said. You know, she wasn't part of the people in that village that ridiculed me, Zemnas. I'm sure we could put her in as a Twilight ninja. Naruto said while looking at Shizune. Zemnas nodded his head and said. Alright, all I need you to do is swear your allegiance to me and I'll grant you citizenship as a Twilight ninja, Zemnas said, with Shizune quickly nodding her head and swearing her loyalty to Zemnas and Twilight Nation. Zemnas nodded her head and looked in his drawer and took out a Twilight headband. The headband had no symbol, but rather the metal part was dark yellow. He handed the headband to Shizune. Shizune quickly thanked Zemnas and hugged Naruto while whispering. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Shizune said quietly to Naruto, causing him to blush. She exited the building, going to a hotel to stay for the night. Zemnas then takes a piece of paper and a pen and wrote a note to Konoha. Dear pig fuckers of the Konoha. I will not give in to your fucked up demands. I would rather die than let you ugly assholes get one of my ninjas that you banished for no reason. So no, I will not give one of my shinobis to a fucked up village. Not only that, but you threatened one of your own shinobi with imprisonment just for not wanting to go on a mission. Well, just so you assholes know, Shizune asked if she could become a Twilight shinobi and we approved of her. So if you want to call war, I say bring it on. Signed, Zemnas the Hakumai Kage. And with that, he sent a messaging hawk to Konoha. 1 week later. Naruto was heading to Zemnas' office. Over the week, Shizune had come to him and asked him if she could be in the harem. Naruto asked his other girls if they approved. Naturally, they all approved and welcomed her into the clan. As Naruto thought about what else he was up to this entire week, he bumped into the office door. Naruto opened it to see that Zien, Hinata, Tifa, and Cloud were there as well. Hey guys, what's all this about? Naruto asked. Getting confused looks from everybody in the room. Alright, now that you all are here, I need you all to go on a mission for me. I need you all to battle and defeat the Sephiroth of the darkness. Zemnas said, getting surprised looks from Tifa, Cloud, and Zien. Naruto then said. I've heard of him. Wasn't he supposed to be some legendary swordsman that was from the Twilight Nation? Naruto asked, getting a nod from Zemnas. Yes, he was one of the strongest ones ever to have come here, but this is why I have asked you all here. I want all of you to fight him, defeat him and bring me back his sword. Zemnas said, getting a loud, yes sir, from the group. Alright everybody, fan out. His last sighting was 100 miles west from Wave Country's perimeter. Zemnas said, with the group running out trying to catch up with Sephiroth. 3 hours later. We see our heroes running through the forest sensing Sephiroth's chakra when all of a sudden. Wait, I've found him. Hinata said as she starts jumping from tree to tree faster until they reach a small clearing. In the clearing was Sephiroth himself, standing in the middle of the clearing with his Masamune in his hand. So you are the group that's been sent to try to kill me, huh? Sephiroth asked. Naruto gets into his stance with his gun blade hung over his shoulders and his hands in his pockets. Squall's stance, Hinata got into the same stance. Tifa in her fighting stance and Cloud going into his stance. Zien summoned her Oblivion Key blade and puts it in both hands and brings up her head pointing at Sephiroth. Sephiroth get into his stance by putting his sword over his head and both his hands on the hilt of the blade. Naruto launches at Sephiroth by clashing his gun blade with his. Naruto struggles to hold his ki blade in place while Sephiroth keep pushing back. Tifa then runs up and tries to run up to him and yells. Water kick, Tifa yelled as she did a slide and her feet were covered in water. Sephiroth quickly jumps up and kicks Naruto in the chest while yelling, Thunderga. Sephiroth yelled as he zapped Tifa, causing her to break off her attack. Cloud runs up to him and tries to swing at him with his sword, but Sephiroth deflects it and stabs him in the arm. He falls back in pain. Xian and Hinata run up to him and Hinata manages to close up 16 of his chakra points with her 64 palms technique. Xian then yells. Firaga, Xian yells as fire engulfs her hand and launches it at Sephiroth. It makes its mark and hits Sephiroth, burning his hand. Naruto gets up and summons the two across the ki blade and looks at Xian and Hinata. All three of them nod their heads and run up to him while all three yell. Event Harrison, all three of them yelled while Sephiroth yelled Octaslash, as their blades clashed with each other. Sephiroth could not block all the slashes and had a lot of scars and scrapes on him with a lot of blood going down his body. Wind style, Rasengan. Naruto yelled as his Rasengan turned white while making a whistling. It hit Sephiroth right in the chest, destroying the entire area in his abdomen. When the jutsu was done, nothing was left of Sephiroth. Naruto then looks at the others and says. Mission accomplished, Naruto said as fell to the ground fainting. When he wakes up he sees that he is being carried by Cloud while they make it back to the Twilight village. What happened? Naruto asked with Cloud looking at him while saying. You killed Sephiroth and fainted from using that Rasengan, Cloud said as they make it to the village gates, going straight to the Twilight Kage office. When they arrived they saw Xemnas doing paperwork. He looks up and sees Sephiroth's blade in Xian's hands. He then said, I take it the mission was a success, he said with the others nodding their heads yes. He smiles and says, good job team, but here's the question, who going to keep the Masamune? Xemnas said with the others looking at each other. I already have the Buster Sword. Cloud said, swords don't fit my style. Tifa said. I already have Oblivion, Xian said. I'm not well with using swords that long, Hinata said. Alright, then it is decided. Naruto, you will have the Masamune blade. Xemnas said with Naruto jumping in the air and yelling. Yay me. Naruto yelled with everybody laughing at his behavior. Alright everybody, Cobb, well done, get some rest. Xemnas said with the group exiting the room. In Konoha. This is an outrage. How dare he send us this letter? One of the councilmen said, getting yells of approval from others. Now that Shizune has turned traitor and gone with Twilight, we can label her as a missing nin. Koharu said, mad that they couldn't get Naruto back into Konoha. No, we can't. She left resignation papers on my desk earlier. We can't put her in the bingo book. Tsunade said angrily that she lost yet another person that was part of her family. We can't do nothing now. We will just have to wait till they come back for the Jonin exams. Minato said with the others leaving the room. Back with Naruto. Achoo. Naruto sneezed as he woke up. Someone must be talking about me. Naruto said as he went back to sleep. Year 3. We find our heroes in the clan compound. Over the past few months, Naruto met one of his other ladies, Namini. She wore the usual Organization 13 uniforms only with high heels. She had asked 5 months after they met could she join the harem. Usually, Naruto had to ask his other wives if they approved. Naturally, they approved of Namini. During this year Naruto met and signed 4 new summoning contracts: Rayquaza the Emerald Dragon, Giratina the Shadow Dragon, Gyarados the Red Dragon contract, and Lucario of the Aura Wolf contract. Flashback. Naruto was taking a night walk. Xemnas told him to go into the forest and look for a lake. There were a few creatures he wanted Naruto to meet. As Naruto walked through the forest he came across a lake. He focused his chakra into his hand and a ball of light was formed. He put his hand in the air and shot the light into the sky. After that, a dark portal appeared out of the sky and a shadow-like dragon came through. In the lake, a red-scaled dragon, and out in the sky a green-scaled dragon appeared in the sky. After that a portal appeared out of nowhere and a wolf-like creature came out of the portal. All three beings were looking at Naruto. "I am Gyarados, the dragon of the sea." Gyarados said. "I am Rayquaza, the dragon of the sky." Rayquaza said. "I am Giratina, the dragon of the shadows." Giratina said. "I am Lucario, the guardian of Aura." Lucario said. "So Xemnas said that I was going to be training with?" Naruto asked with all four of them nodding. "Yes, use your shadow clones and we will take them to our realms where we will teach them our techniques." Giratina said with Naruto nodding his head. He created 20 clones and had 15 go with Giratina, Rayquaza, and Gyarados while the other 4 and the real one trained with Lucario. "Alright Naruto, I'm going to teach you my taijutsu style. Get into my stance." Lucario said as he showed Naruto and the clones the stance. End of flashback. We find Naruto in his clan compound talking with the girls while laughing. "Attention ninja of Twilight Village, this is an emergency meeting, come to the war room immediately." Xemna's voice rang, shocking everybody. Naruto looked at his girls and said. "We better get going." Naruto said with the girls nodded their heads. In the emergency room. "Hakumai Kage-sama, what is the emergency?" One random Twilight ninja asked. "My people, I regret to inform you that a horde of over 1,000 nobodies is getting ready to invade the Twilight Village," Xemnas said, getting shocked reactions from everybody. "Now before everybody gets panicked, I have a solution. The village advisor Ansem the Wise and I have decided that we will send our best ninjas that are good at capture and assassination. The following please step forward. Zien, Rinoa heartily, Hinata, Naruto Namikaze, Riku, Larkseen of the Savage Knife, Roxas, Namini, and Yuffie Kisaragi. The following people stepped forward. You all have been chosen to do this mission. This will determine the outcome of Twilight Village's future. Are you all ready for this?" Xemnas asked, getting a loud yes sir. "Okay, then the mission starts now. Naruto, you will act as team leader. Destroy these nobodies before they get here." Xemnas exclaimed as the group rushed out to counter the nobodies. On the battlefield. We find our heroes on the battlefield constructing a strategy to fight these nobodies. "Alright, guys, here's the plan. Larkseen, you will stand on this plate from directly above the army. You will fire your electrified knives into the ground, paralyzing the army so they can't move. While me, Roxas, Zien, Rinoa, Hinata, and Yuffie will cut down the army. Riku, use your darkness to try to contain the electric discharge so it doesn't wear out. Namini uses your drawing pad to draw up the water around the field to help make the electricity more effective." Any question? Naruto asked with nobody raising their hands. "Alright, let's do this," Naruto said with everybody getting to their post. Larkseen went directly above the army and started firing her knives filled with electricity. Riku used his dark powers on the field to give the electricity power. Then Namine used her powers to surround the field with water. As this was happening, Naruto, Roxas, Zien, Hinata, Yuffie, and Rinoa were cutting the Heartless down a few sizes with her combine. Roxas was using his magic hour technique, while Yuffie was using her greased lighting. Zien, Naruto and Hinata were using Event Harrison, but no matter what they did, the nobodies kept on coming. "We're not getting anywhere doing this," Hinata shouted. "Then I have no other choice then. Everybody, I want you all to get away from the area. The technique I'm about to do will kill everybody in the area," Naruto shouted with everybody looking at him astonished. "But Naruto, won't you be killed as well?" Zien asked, slightly worried that Naruto might die from this technique. "Don't worry, this jutsu won't kill me. Now go," Naruto yelled as the group retreated. When the group was a good distance back, he summoned fire chakra to surround his body. He then went through multiple hand signs before yelling. "Fire and wind style, blazing wind explosion jutsu, dot." Naruto yelled as the fire around him took the shape of a ball and expanded, destroying everything in sight. All the nobodies were destroyed, turned to rubble. The jutsu looked like it contained a large amount of fire. No wind jutsu let the fire out, causing a massive main hole after the jutsu was done. Wow, when he said it was going to kill everybody in the area. He wasn't kidding. Rinoa said with her dog Angelo barking in agreement. Alright, guys, let's go home. Naruto said with everybody got their weapons, and the group came up to view the group and was greeted with loud cheers from a mob that came to the gate to congratulate them. Congratulations you guys. You're heroes. Thank you so much, were the loud cheers from others. Naruto looked at the group and said. Well guys, let's go in and see everybody. Naruto said. The group went in and was jumped and hugged by the villagers. In Konoha. The council was in a meeting trying to find a way to get Naruto to come back to Konoha when suddenly a chunin bust the meeting room. Hokage-sama, I think you should see this. The chunin said as he handed Tsunade the newspaper. Her eyes bulged out of her sockets after reading what the article said. The saviors of Twilight villages. When locals discovered that an army of nobodies was going to invade the Twilight village, the Hakumai Kage sent his most trusted shinobi that were good at capture and assassination missions. This group attacked the army, captured the enemies, and destroyed the army. The hero that led this group was Naruto Namikaze, who led his team to victory. When Minato read this article, he had one thought going in his head. Naruto, you truly have become a hero, Minato thought as he read the article. That's all for What If Konoha Banished Naruto Part 3. If you like this series, don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps me upload more What If videos.